Well, yesterday I was running with my amazing partner team our very first partner bootcamp in North America. And in my session, I was talking about the importance on finding your differentiator to stand out. Finding like-minded partners who are serving you the best of breed approach. And today, we'll hear a fantastic story from our partners Diva E and Bloomreach with the mutual customer on how they actually were successfully positioning themselves in terms of Spryker. So, welcome on stage. Are you coming? Come. Mark, the stage is yours.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity to share our story from STAUFF. But first of all, you might question what is about like the golden key. So if you allow me to, I will share that very short background story. So 2 years ago, when we went live with our first Spryker based platform in Germany, and on the weekend, prior to the go live, I realized, okay, we're going to do that now in 19 countries. So it would be good to have something physical, yeah, to hand over to the local organizations, yeah, the key to the digital age, so to speak. So I called our implementation partner, Circo, and said, yeah, wouldn't it be a good idea to have a key? And he said, yeah, no problem, I will manage that to get that. But now, on the weekend, we do not have Amazon same-day delivery, so that was like quite a commitment, but they managed to do that in a DIY store and got some paint. But anyhow, who's STAUFF? STAUFF is a family-owned German-based company with 1,400 talents. We are located in 19 countries. Actually, this year we have our 50-year celebration when active in the US market. And we have 2 locations here, one in New Jersey and one in Canton, Michigan, where's our local production. The product portfolio you see here displays it pretty well. It is like everything around hydraulic lines. So our main customers are Caterpillar, John Deere, Claas, etc. So what were our business needs when we are looking 2 years ago for a new e-commerce system? It really had to be like a unified experience for our customers. Before that, we had like 4 different sizes, no single sign-on, and also the market, our customers changed. We are now dealing with truly global customers. They do not care that we have like a different site in the US or in India, so they were really looking for unified processes, one front end to the customer. Also, I was pretty convinced that like traditional e-commerce, just via an online shop, will not last. Yeah? Enough to stay successful. So we were looking really for transactional business models to be future-proofed. Also, I really like the headless approach of Spryker. I really got the story, and we really wanted to have like a very transparent open shop scenario. So especially in the B2B business, that is even up today not that usual that you really be completely transparent, show prices, instant checkout, etc. So what were our business challenge? So we didn't have an in-house PHP development team. So we had, of course, or we have SAP developers, but nothing that we would be capable of developing Spryker on our own. We really needed new technology. I was kind of tired of all the legacy systems. I really was ready to try something new. And also, we really said, okay, one of the most important KPIs is time. So every day, every week where we are not live, yeah, it gives time to our competition to, let's say, develop something on their own and be in front of us. Also, local adaptations for personalized buying experience are important. There's not that one traditional customer, so really personalization was also an important topic to us. That is a short example, what we realized with our Bloomreach CMS system. So we have a lot of distributors globally, and the time is over that you ship like the printed catalogs and all the posters and stuff like that. So they have screens in their premises where we really feed their screens with our CMS, and it's really, I think, up-to-date possibilities that we have. What are the customer needs? We said we want to be easy to do business with, yeah? And the second one, really personalization. So if we look at the 3 typical STAUFF customers, they're really completely different. We have the MRO business, yeah? And just to name a few examples, like an open shop scenario should be very easy, instant checkout, user-friendly product identification. Also, completely B2C shopping experience with real-time order status, track and trace. On the other side, we deal a lot through distribution. So quick order functionality, punch-out capabilities, they are also very important, and also, of course, real-time access to CMS assets. Then the OEM business, like Caterpillar, John Deere, the name which dropped. So direct 3D model import-export, value-added services, real-time Kanban monitor, and also seamless technical consulting interface. So really 3 really different customer types, but we were really looking at finding a good solution for that. But talking about like the business needs and our challenges, I also was impressed like by some conferences which I have attended, and also that graph I would like to share with you. That is like the pressure on innovation. Like it turns out a lot of companies which are in the industry for a long period of time, they fail to innovate. And this is actually a chart from the S&P 500, and it shows like the fluctuation over a period of time. So also STAUFF is in place for over 70 years, so we really have to be very innovative. Also on the other side, our traditional business model was really is in risk still, yeah, because especially if you talk about like all the global acting, also B2B marketplaces, yeah, and we really didn't want to wait until they enter also our industry. We really wanted to be first in place. And now, so what we're gonna do? I really like the MVP approach, yeah, because as I said, if time is the most important KPI, you really have to be fast, and also you find out fast, like if it fits the customer needs, right? So what's the outcome? So now we have rolled out in 8 countries so far. There are a lot more to come. The next one will be Brazil in autumn this year. Our US and Canada Spryker store we launched around 2 months ago. And if I have a look at the overall KPIs, we're really proud of. Yeah, it's been really successful so far, and this was also the main driver for our, in terms of acceptance in our sales department, yeah, because they now really found out that this is by now our most important sales generator. So especially the open shop scenario, they always told us, yeah, what kind of customers additionally should buy on there. We know all the market, all the players in the market. And nope, that's completely not true. The market is always bigger than we thought. And we are really getting very good orders, nice new contacts via that seamless shopping experience. Also, some features which we have implemented. As I said, we want to be the most transparent B2B company in our industry. We have a full transparency about the material flow for our implemented Kanban solutions. We have a real-time monitor, so everything track and trace, everything is in real time available, and the feedback that we get from our customers that they really appreciate it. Also, when it comes to transparency, we have included a virtual 360-degree complete company tour through all premises, which our prospects and customers really like. We use our CMS system to promote our live stream. So during COVID, we started that initiative, and right now we have once a month a global a live stream where we not focusing on our product, that's not industry-centric, but on industry problems, and we invite experts from the industry, from the university to create value. Also, in addition, it is should be far beyond online shops. So we have implemented interactive e-learning courses for our customers to get really along with all the techniques in the hydraulic industry. Also now, since I would say, like from a shopping experience, almost feature complete, it's really a thrill time at the moment because now we are really endeavoring new business models. So still this year there will be new pay-per-use models, subscription-based, and also an instant quoting functionality for 3D printing services. All right, that was about the story from STAUFF, and now I would like to invite Zirko and Chris from Bloomreach and Diva E to join me on stage for a short Q&A session. Yeah.
So before we start with the Q&A session, Mark, we have a little surprise because, we made that video. And I think the guys over there are able to show the video. So I think that's a great roundup. Congratulations, Mark, to this really great success. It's an honor to work with you and with STAUFF. It's a great achievement. I mean, we are looking at B2B numbers, not B2C numbers, right? This growth is impressive. And so Chris, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And like you said, it's an honor to be working with you and the DVA team to help with your digital transformation journey. So we'd like to open it up right now for any questions that the audience may have. Don't be shy.
So, Eddie always has a question.
Two. Thank you. Now I get heard. Look, you said it. The numbers, stellar and impressive for B2B. So maybe you can elaborate a bit of what's the secret sauce. And I think the numbers are reflecting pandemic as well in B2B. So they must have been even higher, I guess. Now with pandemic fading a bit, if I'm allowed to say it that way, would you think that's even more, or where are we with this?
The short answer where these numbers are coming from, I would say it's really hard work. because like implementing that technology, the market is not waiting like for just a new online shop, right?
Yes.
It's about really focusing on the customer needs and a lot of content work, especially when it comes to personalization and local adaptation to the local market. So it can't be that that one solution for the US, Canada, and all the global stores. So looking back, I really would say that the work really started with the go live and not ended. And yeah, of course, with the shifting to digital like commerce, the pandemic helped in a way, sure, yeah. Well,
Yeah, good information. Maybe to top that, and it goes all a bit of direction to Bloomreach, knowing your product portfolio well, being a great partner of ours. Like, how much did you have to put forward in digital marketing or personalization and make the website and UX look great, and how much Bloomreach was part of that success to drive the digitization?
well, Bloomreach was a big part because we were really looking for a really like future-proof CMS system, and also with that really with the requirement to really true personalization. And personalization is quite a hard job, yeah, especially like in the B2B. And in addition to that, really that global footprint that we had. So we knew from day one we're going to be live in at least 19 countries in a certain period of time, and really have the capability to make all the local adaptations to each market. So that was like Bloomreach, like a great support for us.
Excellent, thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, so I have also one, Felix. Can I? Okay, so you said, for instance, that a lot of your traffic comes from organic search, right? Was this a big of a change for a B2B company who usually hides prices and SKU lists behind login and password?
I shared the story yesterday during the customer day when we launched our first online store in 2010. I had the question, and I was really asking them, shouldn't we have like an open shop scenario where everything is transparent? It was like they were looking at me as I would be like totally crazy. I almost lost my job. Yeah, but now it's like a different time. So it really was like the capability also with Spryker and you basically with Diva-E who enabled us to be fast with the implementation, because as I said, we didn't have like an own PHP developer team. So I really think that which is still, I'm so surprised what you see still in many B2B industry and also our industry, they still didn't get it. Yeah. So, but that's good for us. But again, we really try to be focused. What's the next step? What's the next business model? Because every day we really start working on that. It is a chance for our competition to even get ahead of us.
That's good. And I know, just to finish this up, that you're always looking for counterparts talking to about organizational change, about how to develop the organization further, especially here in North America. So everybody is invited, of course, to talk to Mark about it, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello. How do you tackle the challenge of a global rollout when it comes to having a global template, a global approach versus still the local requirements? Like, for example, you're aiming to go live in Brazil this year. I've been there the first time this year, and I know it's a really special market. And some of the other countries where you want to go are special as well. So how do you tackle that so you don't end up having 20 different projects in the end?
Yeah, I mean, from an architecture point of view, there's like a template which is basically in all rollouts the same, because you can't have like totally different processes and so on. But we really involve the local organization and really listen. Yeah, we are not like in Germany, know all the markets. Yeah, we really listen to the local organization, have a global template, also a global KPI framework. Yeah. And then we adapt that platform to the local market, yeah. And also after go live, really that we listen to the needs of the local organization. So works out well, I would say.
Hi, I have a question for the partners, and I would like to hear how you think that working together has made a better story from your perspective.
Well, I always think, partnerships aren't done on paper. You actually have to work together in the field on actual deals, and so nothing works better than actually having an active project and initiative. So, through this initiative between DVA and Spryker, we learned so much from best practice perspective, and first and foremost, we gained trust and reassurance about how we work together as a team. It's all about a team, and we're working for and with this gentleman and the STAUFF team. So for us, it was a great experience, and it's a journey that you need to go on together. So we took a leap of faith on how to work together, and now it's paying off really astronomically for us.
Yeah, I can just add that what you see on this screen is really the magical triangle where the customer, like STAUFF, is in the middle of it. And with Spryker and Bloomreach as technology partners, it really works out well for us as implementation partner, right? We have two technologies which really fit together, very complementary, and we sell this very often, I can say. Like we have a couple of projects where we have this mix of Spryker and Bloomreach for enhanced personalization, for global rollouts, with different business models. This works out pretty well for us as system integrator, and that's the way how partnerships should work, that at the end of the day you create value and you create outcome. That's what you said, and I feel that we are on this way to create outcome and that we have done the first steps, and I'm looking forward to the next to come. Mark, yeah. It's your job at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey. So I still remember that meeting for the kickoff meeting in December 2019, I believe. We discussed the first steps. What I would be interested in, what's coming next to rollouts. What's the next step in terms of?
Yeah, it is really that beyond online shop, really focusing on new business model, as I said, pay-per-use, subscription-based, really. Who knows what the new front end will look like, yeah? And that's really what we are aiming for, to be really, we did really a big step. STAUFF wasn't recognized at that innovative company a couple of years ago, and that really completely changed. And it's really nice to see that it's even recognized in the industry. So especially when we try out new digital business models, we really want to be the first in place and try it out.
Thanks.
Maybe to add on it, Michael and I also vividly remember that meeting, and thanks for the help, by the way. I think without disclosing too much, also the marketplace is a topic for you, right? Mm-hmm. Would you elaborate on this a little bit, because there's a really interesting concept?
Yeah. So what makes STAUFF different from a lot of other companies? We share the same history. We are really dealing a lot through distribution, and distribution we really mean partnership. Those are companies who are mainly family-owned, and we work together with them for sometimes 40, 50 years. Yeah? So we see in the market that a lot of companies just verticalize. They get rid of the distribution and just do everything on their own. So we reached out to our partners. We said, even though we now have an open shop scenario, it doesn't mean we want to get rid of you. It's the total opposite. Yeah, we want to include you, and we are working on the marketplace scenario. And in the end, they were really happy with it, because it creates so many more sales leads. Yeah, because the distribution that we have in place, and we are really picky on that, they have to create value. Yeah, we are not dealing with distribution who just buys from us and resells it. They really have they have to be local to the customers, with tube banding, kitting jobs, etc. So in the end, we built that together to a complete package for our customers, and it seems that they really like it.
Hello.
Mark, my question is for you. What was your process on selecting partners? What's important? What other customers who are here in the room or prospects should keep in mind when they're about to go with Spryker implementation?
So I also shared that story yesterday. I could tell you like that sophisticated story. There will be due diligence and stuff like that. But in the end, I really was looking into, I wanted to have future-proof technology on one hand, yeah, and also I was basically looking out also for people, yeah. So I got in contact with Spryker, and I really liked the story. And I met the people. I had a lot of meetings with all the, you name them, you know the companies I'm talking about, yeah. And it was different because the people, there was like Chris mentioned that earlier, the German word Begeisterung, passionate, yeah. They had something in their eyes which I didn't see before, yeah. So also on the partner side, I got in contact with Circo, heard a lot of success stories, reach out to former customers, and so I was like, you know what, it is maybe a little risk, yeah, because they are all like new technology, also with Bloomreach, yeah. And I was like, what? We can only win, yeah? Future-proof technology, let's give it a try. And I'm so happy that we have taken that decision as a company and not going with all the legacy stuff, and would probably now even talk about the next implementation of technology. Yeah.
Got it, thank you.